YouTube, the ban list, and KC Cup are here. Results, I should say. And I'm going to tell you about them both. I think we did really well in the KC Cup. I'm going to explain. So, let's go with the Forbidden Limited list first. Oh! Thomas to 1, let's go! No more coaching Gian. My boy Gian is not coaching anymore. Oh! Okay. So Thomas to 1 really restricts the deck. They can't go into Gian Stranger anymore. I'm sorry, Gian. Coach, no Coach Giant Trainer anymore, as consistently. And they'll lose a lot of resources. They only have, 1 Thomas in the deck. And they also won't be able to pop Kepler and recycle it as much anymore. So no more Orthos pop Kepler and add it back off of Thomas as much anymore. Very good hit. Kepler to 2, and the hits just keep coming. Okay, this is a great hit. Not only for the fact of restricting the consistency of the deck, but no more enemy control in this deck. I was telling Konami during the KC Cup, this deck cannot have enemy controller. I don't care whatever else you do. This deck cannot have Econ, and it does not anymore unless you take out Kepler. But if you take out Kepler, you're insane. So get out of here, Econ. No more semi-limits. Can't play Econ, can't play Trench, can't play Kite. Oh, they hit Skill Prisoner to 3. That's interesting. I didn't play this in my Burning Abyss list at all, so I literally don't care. The only thing that's annoying is that I can't play Cosmic in the deck anymore, so I'm gonna have to change the back removal in the deck. So yeah, Cosmic can't be played in the deck anymore because it's at 3. You also can't play Floodgate and Burning Abyss. So keep that in mind. Cosmic and Floodgate are to 3. So they're not going to be able to be played in BA anymore. But that's like, that doesn't really change much. In retrospect to things, you can still play Mystical Space Typhoon, which is completely fine. You also have access to playing Galaxy Cyclone if you want to deal with spell and traps on the field like Gate and whatnot. But if Triple D phases out of the meta, the need for excessive Cosmic and MST will die down because I can see Gandora coming back in the meta. So this is a hit to that. So that's going to be something that's really relevant. I think that Gandora comes back in the meta and the need for back row removal specifically will go down. At least the excessive amount. So Cosmic won't be needed to adjust the meta. Skill Prison to the 3. This is a good hit. Specifically for the mirror match. Because this may make the mirror match a little bit less annoying rather than having to play into 15 skill prisoners. So, really good. I like that hit a lot. Fusion Reserve, this literally does nothing. Going off the ban list. Nobody plays this anyway. Unless you're playing like Alistair Turbo, but then you're memeing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Really good hits here, Konami. Good job. Good job. I give you 10 times stars, 5 stars on the ban list here. This is very good on the Forbidden list. Let's take a look at the skills. Okay, so they strengthened Battle Ancient Gear and commanded the Doom King. At the beginning of the duel, they had pendulum zones. Okay, same text. Then select 1 DD pendulum and place them in your pendulum to negate the effects of those cards until the end of the next turn. Okay, so the previous skill negated to the next standby phase, now it negates to the end of the next turn. Which is actually a buff. I think because they could get Kepler negated a bit longer. So, I have to reread that, but I think it's actually a little bit of a buff in that department. So you need 5. Okay, so you needed 3 before, but now you need 5. So now it's 5. Which I guess with the hits of Thomas, then that's actually could be a bit of a weakness to the skill as well, now that they went after Thomas and Kepler. Well, Kepler is not a DDD pendulum, it's a double D. But it's a hit on... Let me see, was Thomas a double D or was it a triple D? Okay, it was a double D. So they still have the same restrictions. They can run 2 Abyss Ragnarok at 3. 3 Doom Kings and still be fine in that. So it doesn't really change anything. So I don't think the skill really matters. This really doesn't matter. And you could still, there's no restriction to the extra deck. So you're fine there. Battle Ancient Gear. Each of the following effects can be used once per turn, twice per duel. During this turn, you can normally summon 1 Ancient Gear Golem or Ultimate Pound without tributing. If you control Golem, set Poly outside the deck, and then phase deck goes to the bottom of the deck. And you still need the 12 level 8 or lower Ancient Gears and no other monsters with Ancient Gears. How is that a buff, though? It's not a buff. Did they just change the text? Let me see. Yeah, this says very bottom and bottom. I think they just changed the text. Oh, that's a shame. I really wish the skill got a buff. That's the only thing I complain about. They should buff that. And should there have been a Piranha hit? Why did a Piranha hit? You tell me. You tell me. Anyway, okay. I want to go over... Oh, more gems. That's excellent. I want to go over how we did in the KC Cup. Okay. So we got 273 global, which is really good. We were around top 128 most of the time. We just couldn't get the RNG that would push us over the edge. But being around 278 global as the final was really good. There were multiple times, like I said, we were in the high in the leaderboards. So this is my highest rank ever, not my DP, but highest rank, which is really, really good. Absolutely fantastic. I couldn't be happier with this. We're top 500 global. So we definitely established ourselves as a top tier player in that regard, which I have to say more Duel Links tournaments are coming. I'm kind of waiting for the new box to drop. I've already got almost 2,500 gems here. So if you want to see me crack open the new box whenever it drops, play the new structure deck, you want to make sure you follow me on Twitch. Link in the description will be below there. But reaction on the ban list, really good. They did a great job. DDD is much more restricted. Should there have been more hits on Burning Abyss? Maybe. But I think, like I said, it's going to get one more KC Cup for Burning Abyss. I think after that, I think they're going to go into the deck a lot harder. But right now, it's definitely looking good. I think that the ban list did its job. Did it well. So, yeah. DDD now looking to be less than a meta. I think at the very most, they're a tier 3 deck. I don't view them as tier 1 anymore. I don't think that they're that great. I think they're a tier 3 deck of the meta. I think that Burning Abyss becomes tier 1. I think Galaxy Eyes can finally move up a schneid, maybe back to tier 3, tier 2-ish. But I think that definitely Burning Abyss is the best deck in the meta right now. That's what I'm thinking. Everything else just sits below. But I'm really interested to see what does the new box bring. Can we get a shift in the meta again? Because they've been doing an excellent job. So I'm waiting on the next main box because I think that one could really shift up the meta. The structure deck looks okay. But everything else, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. If you don't want to miss any of these streams, make sure you follow me live. Link will be in the description below. And I'm going to be doing a lot of Master Duel this week, but we will be back into Duel Links once the new structure deck comes out. And especially once the new main box drops. Oh, also I want to bring up, Odd Eyes are going to be high tier 2 in this meta, I believe, as well. DDD getting that big hit really, I think, helps bring Odd Eyes also further back into the meta. Mainly because now, with Burning Abyss being around, they have an excellent matchup going turn 1 against Burning Abyss. Being able to make Dweller, also being able to potentially go into Jean K alongside a copy of Ebon Illusion to counter them as well. So there's a lot of things for Burning Abyss, Odd Eyes to look up on the horizon too. Anyway, that's the deck list. That's my explanation. Tilt Matrai, Sean Matrai, signing out. Peace.